So before we start our discussion this evening, so I'd like to tell you the central rule of these discussions. First of all, all of the participants need to mute their microphone. And the second, you are not able to give your statement if the moderator doesn't allow you to speak up. Yeah. So in the third point is focus on the topic of discussions. And the next is the hosts are capable of cutting up your statement if the moderator thinks that's enough. Yeah, and the next is you are encouraged to be active in discussion. So don't worry, we are here to study. So if you have mistakes to your English, if you have a mistake with the data of your statement about something that related with opinion and others, so this is the reason that this communities is created. Yeah, because to all of us here studying together, including me, including many people are here. So that's why don't be shy. Yeah, just try to be active. This platform to study for all. Okay. So and the next is, yeah, if you want to speak up, so you can yeah you can use you can raise hand, yeah, on the notification of the participants. So you can see there, yeah, in the toolbars there is the button to raise your hand. So if you have raised your hand, so uh, you will be allowed uh, to the moderator to speak up. So don't worry, we are here to study. So ladies and gentlemen, without any delay, so I give a floor directly to our amazing moderator this evening. Welcome to Miss Nadia. You may have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Kibo. Okay. Good evening, everyone. It's nice to have a session with you today. After a long time of review, seeing the opportunity to be part of this, and then finally, I am able to share and also discuss with you all. So the topic this evening is not really, I don't know. In my opinion, it's interesting because I'm currently in this part of confusion. Can everyone see my slide? No?
Yes, Kak.
Yeah, you see.
Okay, thank you for your response. Okay, so my name is Nadia Firdania. Please just call me Nadia. And before we start this, if I'm not mistaken, Sunshine, Mr. Sunshine was asking me about what is the reason behind this topic, and the host also explained before that this topic was from me, so it's not coming from the host. So basically, I am a fresh graduate, and I am in this dilemma about conquering the career or getting the higher degree. Right now, I am having a part-time job, but still on process for my master degree. So I really want to be open about this, and I will very welcome if you guys, all of the participants here, want to share or discuss more about this dilemma with me. Okay, so first of all, to open this, of course, the most fundamental question, I think, why it's not working. Okay. Between career versus education. As a fresh graduate, what is your consideration to choose career over education or education over career? I don't. Can anyone answer or also give reaction toward this? Which one choose career over education? Can you guys raise hand? I'll count 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3. Career over education. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, one
Ah.
person. Thank you. Yeah, sir.
Oh, okay. Just continue.
Yeah, it's okay. So the second, thank you, Miss Sophie. I'll ask you later. The second is education over career. Anyone want to respond about this? Please raise hand. Education over career. Oh, nobody wants to choose education over career, is it? Okay, thank you, Miss Adri. Okay, 1 versus 1. Okay, 2 versus 1. Okay, to begin this discussion, can I ask Miss Sophie for the reason behind career over education? Thank you, Miss Wahda.
Yes, Miss.
Yes, why did you choose career over education?
Actually, I'm just accidentally raised my hand, but related to the question,
That's okay.
I think for now on, I'm going to choose education because I'm still a student and I don't really have much demand to fulfill my necessity or to earn money. So I think I'm gonna focus on my education.
Okay, thank you for your response. Here in the chat box, there is Mr. Habil Lutfia. Want to share with us why you chose career over education?
Okay, thank you, Miss Nadia, for the chance.
Yeah.
Okay, in my opinion, career is more important for me because in my perspective, many of the first child born in the family must have a big responsibility to the family. So in the in my major in petroleum engineering, all of oil and gas company just required undergraduate students, not a master graduate degree, not master degree or doctoral degree. So career is more over education for my perspective. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Lutfi, for bringing up the career eligibility. Then we will discuss about it later. Okay, now for education over career, there were 4 people raised hand. Can anyone speak up about their opinion about it? Education over career. Okay. Oh, Mr. Akil. Okay, please.
Right, thanks for the chance given from Hans Nadia. Yeah, education over career. Yeah, I guess essentially this case, the modern era, something which is crisis is not only how to say healthy or whatever I can guess, but the main crisis is the mindset, or let's say education. Even we can define the education something that we have to study at school, university, and so on. But the one that we can learn, what we see, what we have, what we see, what we listen, what we do, it can be knowledge and something like that. But we can invest in education as we have the time. But it's different when we have been mature or we have been a family. Of course, the opportunity is limitless. The opportunity is limited. And because of that, we have to earn the family. We have to earning the child and so on. Yeah, as we are young, try to do many things. Yeah, it's not useless when we have high education or even men or women. The stigma is woman is weak or woman will. In the end of the day, the woman will stand stand in the kitchen. yeah, why not? If the woman has high education, it means that the fundamental of guiding the family or the children is the family itself. Let's say the parents. It can be mother or father. So that I prefer education over than career. Yeah, when we have achieved better education, I don't say higher, but better education. Yeah, we can do what we can do to earn money. Even in the end of the day, yeah, we can earn money from education and something like. I guess. Thank you.
Okay, good point of view. Better education for better opportunity in the future. Okay. Whoa, there are a lot of people want to respond about it. Please, Mr. Budi. Anything, Mr. Budi?
Hello, good evening,
Yeah.
everyone. My name is Budi. I try to answer this question. Uh, According to me, of course, I choose career over education because the reasons are firstly, I think we have responsibility to our family. Of course, they have invest for us for me, and I must uh, back give back that invest from my parents. And secondly, I think uh, more most important to have high education, but we must think what is pertimbangkan. What is pertimbangkan? We must what to say pertimbangkan. Hello.
Consider.
Consider.
Do you hear my
Consider,
point?
sir.
Oh, you consider.
Yeah.
Yeah, we must to consider that
Okay.
the high education is something support for our career. So if we have bachelor degree, we can choose career, and if we have a skill on a career, so we can continue in the next level of education for support our skills. So I think that is my point of view. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Budi. It's interesting. Education for our skill, yeah, it should support our career because we chose career over education. Okay. For the next speaker, please, Ms. Wahda.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. So, in my opinion, as a fresh graduate, when I was a fresh graduate, I actually chose education over career. The reason was because I consider about my final goal, which is being a lecturer. So in Indonesia, most lecturers in universities, the requirements are doctoral degree, right? So we need to consider the time. I mean, if I work too long, I think it will take more time for me to pursue my master degree and my doctoral degree. So at that time, I consider to take a fast track program, and then because it is kind of short in a short time, right? because in a fast track program, we only at 1 year education. So after that, I consider to take a career. Why? Because I think by pursuing the next education doesn't mean that we cannot do another job. We can still do a part-time. We can still do a freelance and things like that. So in my perspective, because I consider about my future goal, which is being lecturer, so I choose education over career. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, very clear, Ms. Wahda, for your goal and also your strategy to get that dream job. So next, please, I want to hear something from Ms. Dia.
Hello, Kak. Actually, it is my first experience joining this meeting. Thank you for the opportunity. I choose education over career because actually, in my experience, since we have our past education, maybe an internship job before graduate. Officially graduate, sometimes we just consider about the job vacancy that we will get in, or maybe we will get. So I think as a fresh graduate that has consider about that, I choose the education over career to enhance my experience. So we will get the better job after graduate. And then I think I also agree with the statement from Kak Wahda before that if we choose the education, it doesn't mean that we can earn or make money because not every education need much money because we have many scholarships to get to get a higher education. So that was okay. So that is okay, and we also can make money from the other job that related to our maybe our education. So it will be very beneficial to add in our curriculum vitae.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Dia. Last speaker for this first question, Mr. Muhammad Ihsan.
Okay, thank you for the chance to share my point of view here. Between career or education, I choose career. In my opinion, I choose career, but before that, we have to know what our goal first is. What our goal first. If you want to be a lecturer, of course, you need to do higher degree, like what the previous speaker said. But if you more goes into after money, or you wanna searching for a new skill, or you wanna build like such as a big company, you have a dream to create a company or businesses in your own way, you must to collect much more of experience in the field itself. So for me, because I'm prefer to find a new skill, to explore all the experience, because I have my own goal, I choose career itself. So back to the first, we have to know what our goal first is. That's my point of view. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ihsan. Okay, so knowing our goal is very, very important to decide whether we choose career over education or vice versa, education over career. So, okay. So as a first graduate, I'm talking here as a first graduate, yeah. Even though I know probably some of you are still in the middle of a bachelor degree or still I don't know, probably still senior high school. Is it? Is there any high schooler here? Gak ada ya? Okay, but starting to start this, I mean, like in our starting point, let's say that we are all as a fresh graduate. So somehow as a fresh graduate, before we graduate, sometimes we might think that are we on the right path? On right path means kalau bahasa Indonesia-nya ya, salah jurusan nggak ya? So some of us might think that yes, we are already in the right path because we are following our dream, or some of us might also feel that it's not so in line with my dream, but well, somehow I can finally catch up and finish it. And there are also a lot of people who finish their degree without knowing anything. It's just like finish it just because it's one of the requirements to finish the degree. So can anyone share your thought about this? Do you think that you are already on the right path, or you think that it's a little bit wrong but still have a chance to change it? Okay, Miss Sophia, your turn, please.
Yes, thank you, Miss, for the opportunity. I feel like there is, when we during our study or during our learning process, there's always some certain of feeling that we feel salah jurusan. Even though I never felt that before, because I think that the major that I chose right now is the major that I'm passionate about, that I love since I was a kid. This is what I want to choose for long ago. But the feeling that I feel currently when I came to my last semester of college, I feel like there is certain feeling in my chest that saying what will happen if I chose another skill or another major. It will give me the variety of skills for myself, and also I think that maybe I shouldn't choose my major now, because I can learn it by myself, and I can just I already found the environment to help me to improve the skill of this major. Why didn't I chose another new skill for me to add another skill? That's what I felt. My major is English education, and I work as an educator, as an English educator too. So it's so relatable with between my job and then my study. It feels so fit between both of them. But what I regret right now is what happened if 3 years ago I chose economic or law. I think it would be different story, because I could not I can talk about more topic, not only about in education field, but also I could be able to talk about a bigger or a wider topics if I chose another major. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss Sophie. That is really relatable with me. I can say that because I'm also an education student, precisely English education like you, and also part of an English educator. So I feel relatable with you. How if we didn't choose to be one of educator, start from the beginning? So let's hear another story from Mr. Habi Lutfi.
Okay, thank you for the chance. By the way, sorry if my English not fluent. So the question is, are you on the right path? For now, I can answer the first answer. Yes, I'm on the right path. But if this question came to me in the 2 years ago when I got my major in my campus, I will be say no. So in my campus, in my university, there is some regulation that we choose our major in the second year of university. So we can use so when we enter the university, we only choose the faculty, and we can choose the major in the second year, and it is hard to get what major that we want to get, because we must to bersaing. What is bersaing in English?
Compete.
Oh yeah, we should compete with other students who have a high of GPA to get some major that a favorite. Jadi kita bersaing untuk dapetin jurusan dengan IP tertinggi gitu. So when it is my GPA in this first year is not really good, but good, but it's not enough to me to get the major that I wanna get it. But it is life, so we can get what all we want. So it is okay. I make sure to deal with my solve problem and make sure my goals from the start. I set my new goals to my major. So for your information, I wanna get the metallurgy engineering major. It is work in companies like in mengolah bahan tambang, but I got the petroleum engineering. So this why I tell to you that I make sure to deal with my problem, with my solve problem too, and now I can answer this question with the yes, I'm on the right path. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lutfi, for sharing this story. So you just remind us that when we were as a high schooler, just want to get as soon as possible to get in a very university without knowing what's the purpose, what's the major, what's the end of the story of being being a fresh graduate after that. And well, that's also giving us another exposure, of course. The place, the environment that built us is giving us a lot of different point of view. So related to what my question, related to the question, we might, as what Mr. Habib already said, Mr. Lutfi, sorry, he felt like it is already on the right path because there is lining between education and career, but somehow not at all people think that it's so in line, but they get through it. And some of us, well, I have friend that just change all the way she thought because she finished her major, but it's not having any relationship with her career, so she just changed it. So hopefully all of us are in the right path. Okay, so talking about education, let's start from education point of view. I have lots of questions here. The first question is, what is needed to continue studying? Well, some of you have been answered it, but I want to bring it up again. So what do you guys think that the most important thing to prepare before we continue studying? Okay, can I choose a speaker here? Miss Mardia, want to share a story with us?
Yes. Hi. Okay. Thank you. Actually, since the first slide, I already don't have the answer actually because I'm final year student and still deciding what to do. But for the question is what is needed to continue studying? I think why you need to continue studying because it's your future career, right? I mean, if you are need to pursue career for your career that you want, I think you have to get a higher education. But I think if you don't need that education or higher education for your career, I don't think it's just a waste of time. I don't know. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Mardia. Okay, Miss Dia here, want to share opinion? Please, Miss Dia.
Okay, I think as my experience that I'm currently preparing my scholarship pathway in a university, I think the important things, the crucial thing that we need to prepare is about your personal life purpose. Because in my experience, it's like a 75% of this pathway. Just after we have our personal life goals and what we want to be, we will have like a linear because if we have what we want to be, we will go back to our past experience, current experience, and it will be easier to have or maybe make our future goals. So I think the important one is about your life purpose. After that, maybe some requirement that is about like this improving our English or maybe some research or maybe experience in job internship job or something like that. Thank you, Miss. I think it's enough.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Miss Dia, for your point of view. We still have another question here. Because Miss Dia already mentioned about scholarship, so the next question is continuing school without any scholarship worth fighting for? Is there anyone want to share their opinion or their point of view about this? Okay, this time I want to choose please Mr. Lucky Haryando. Mr. Lucky Haryando, are you here with us? Okay, let's just move to Mr. Febri.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, what do you think about this?
Is continuing school without any scholarship worth fighting for? It really depends on the persons. I feel like it's worth fighting for if you feel like you want to challenge yourself to are you able to get along with all the things and struggle for some challenges in this life while you want to pursue your education higher, and also you need to fund the fee itself. So I guess it's really good way. Yes, I don't know. It's very comfortable if you got a scholarship. So it's easy for you. You just need to think about how to finish your education without thinking about without thinking about tuition fee, something like that. But if you don't have the scholarship, I guess that's you have another way to learn some things. Let's say that you have to manage your time, to manage your time working and also study. That's kind of interesting thing, I guess. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Febri. Well, you said that it's more comfortable to have scholarship, yeah, to continue
Yes,
degree.
really.
Okay.
Well,
Hopefully we are,
because I felt
yeah, all of us.
when I was in the university, I mean, I was graduated by having scholarship fully when I was in bachelor degree, but it's totally different now when yes I am now in my path to get my master degree while working. So it feels like I have to manage my money, my time, and also all the things. I have to divide my thought and something like that. It's so
Well,
challenging for me.
understandable.
Yeah.
Money from government is always good to have,
Yeah,
right?
it's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you have that chance,
Okay.
just do it because it's really good. The government has already what do you call provided the scholarship, so you have to go with that. If you are if you fit with the requirements, then go grab it.
Okay, very clear. Okay, Miss Dia, do you still want to share anything or related to
okay,
your scholarship?
Yes, actually, it's not related with my scholarship, but I have seen the the other experience that actually different with Kak Kak siapa tadi ya? Mentioned before that
Febri?
yeah, Mr. Febri mentioned before because in my field, actually in medical doctor, many medical doctor graduated after that still fighting for the specialization and professional specialization without without scholarship. I know the reason because actually after graduate with the profession in specialization, it's really worth it because maybe the salary that they got it's really worth it. So it's very different perspective. I think it's not applied in, but I see that I see that experience. I think it's enough, Miss.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Febri. Well, you are a medical student, so you have different point of view. Okay, Miss Wahda here, want to share anything?
Yes. So the question is continuing school without any scholarship or fighting for? For me, it depends on our financial condition. And it actually also depends on the family condition, right? So in my case, when I was entering the university, the bachelor degree, I my little brother, I'm the first child in my family, and my little brother was about to enter the high school, and my little sister was about to enter the junior high school. So the thing that I try to consider was even though my father might be able to fulfill my necessity in the university or my tuition fee, I think it might be better if I took a scholarship, right? Or maybe half, and not fully funded, or maybe half. It's fine. So for me, it depends on the financial condition. But if in the fact I was accepted in a great university, and it might be such a it might be bad, it might be sayang. What is sayang? I'm a little bit blank. It misalkan sayang gitu ya kalau dia pas university-nya. So I think we need to create a strategy. So yes, if you really want to go to that place, to pursue in that place, pursue the education in that place, I think it's worth fighting for, but you need to create a strategy by maybe if your family condition is not in a good state, you can maybe you can teach as a tutor, or maybe you can take another part-time job as long as you can handle it while you are studying. That's for me. Thank you.
Thank you. It's very interesting. Okay. Still have one last question, I think. Is future career an important variable for continuing the degree? Well, we will just skip this because some of you already answered this. So here is my okay. There is some of consideration when we want to continue degree, for higher degree. I got it from a source that says that we certainly should have a future goal, of course, because education, especially in future degree, is not only about learning, it's also about research, it's also about discussion, and experience that we have in bachelor degree will be worth fighting for the higher degree. The next is time. Well, in UK, if I'm not mistaken, at least master degree for 10 months, but in Indonesia, it should be 1 to 2 years. So we have to invest in time and also money. Ms. Wahda already mentioned about it, about financial, of course, about family too, because when we want to enter education, especially for higher degree, we have to prepare for tuition fee, right? And it's not only, and I think some of university, it might be more expensive than bachelor degree. And also, whenever we want to take an education or higher degree, we have to deal with people expectation. Okay, and does anyone want to share or give opinion about this? Want to add any information about what should be prepared before we continue our education? Okay, can I choose Mr. Safrizan here? Do you agree with that, to prepare this before continuing education, or do you want to add any information? Okay, I think he just left it. Okay, okay, then I will just continue it. So a little bit note here, scholarship, even though it's fully funded or partial funded, they just covers our tuition fee, but not guarantee our future. But so again, having a future goal precisely will lead us to real goal to choose between education or career. Okay, now career. Let's start with the question. Potential career objectives will meet you at your 20s. Agree or disagree? Potential career. So it means that whenever you graduated, you know where to go. Do you agree with it or not? Does anyone want to share? Okay, then I'll choose Miss Farah here. Miss Farah, are you with us? Okay. Miss Rida Amalia. Okay, Sir Budi, please. Oh, yes, not Sir. Mr. Budi, please.
Thank you. Potential career objective will meet your And yeah, I agree this this
Sir, you are mute. Mr. Budi?
hello, yeah, hello, hello, hello,
Yeah,
hello.
your microphone is
Okay.
on now.
Oh, thank you. Actually, I agree with this statement because after we can finish our bachelor degree at about 20s, and even our can get career can get a career uh, uh, not in line with our bachelor degree in our major, but that is a potential. I think that is a potential career, even not in line with our major. And as I said before in the first statement, that I choose the career because after our finished our bachelor degree, we can choose career in any position, and we can support our skill in the company with to continue. So I, I'm confused. I'm a little bit confused. Uh, in my experience, I got the potential career and after bachelor degree, and and I must got a master degree to support our career. Yeah, even you if even you take education of our career, but realized or not, you have a goal to get a career, like mentioned before. I forget who mentioned before. He choose education to get a master degree, but he realized or not, he he have a goal to career in uh, as a lecturer. So I think the first the first the first the first thing the first that our thing to to get education, the first is to career. So I agree with this, and uh, in right now, so many company have a program like what is what I say, like what is talent, yeah, to get talent who can be uh, position in high management level, like ADP, uh, IDP, yeah. In so many company have a ADP program. This program purpose to the fresh graduate from bachelor degree or master degree to get to give a chance to get high level management in the company. So the first purpose we we decide to continue education is career. So a career is the first goal uh in in our mind. That's it, Miss Nadia. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you,
My
sir.
English so bad.
Okay. Thank you, sir. This is the place where we learn together, so it's okay, sir. I'm learning English too. Okay. So next. Oh, thank you for your story, sir. Now, Miss Sophie, want to share anything, any point of view with us, please?
Yeah. Thank you for the next opportunity. I'm really sorry if I raise my hand too often because this topic just fascinating and so relatable since most of us are students and maybe the person who are focusing on their career currently. So it's very relatable. Thank you for bringing us this topic. Related to the question on your slide, I will choose agree because I believe that what are we doing in our 20s will bring us to our plan in 30s, 40s, and so on. Since our teenagers age and then our 20s, we spend most of our time study and processing and what is that process to reach one of specific career. I think that's definitely will definitely meet our potential career in our 20s, even though if it does change in our 20s, it will be the second or next phase of our career. So how should I explain it simply? I'm really sorry if my speaking a little bit hard to understand, but I think we could never reach our goal in our 30s if we haven't done what we have done in our 20s. Like, you know what I mean, Miss?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it very well. I got it very
Which-
well.
Thank you, Miss. So which means I think the career we're doing in our 20s will bring us in our future, even though if it is totally different. For example, in our 20s, we pursue career as a teacher. So we spend most of our time to teach and study and then meet students and a lot of educators. But in our 30s, we banting still to be an entrepreneur. Doesn't mean that it's not relatable to the teacher. Maybe for the past 10 years, we have learned about how to manage the school, how to manage the payment, the interest of students, which is very diverse. So we might think to a better plan why I think it's better for me to build new school for establishment for long establishment. So not only for build place for people to study, but also for my passive income when I already old and don't have enough energy to fulfill my necessity. So I think even though we have a different careers of like Deddy Corbuzier, after he became mentalist and then presenter and then podcaster, they're all connected among each other. So the statement potential career objective will meet you at your 20s, I definitely agree, because what I have explained before. Thank you, Miss.
Oh, very interesting. And thank you for bringing up Mr. Deddy Corbuzier. Yeah, very clear, very clear example for us that potential career is not only for our 20s, but it can be followed. Okay, now Mr. Hu, want to debate this? Do you want to debate this, sir?
No,
Your
no,
turn,
this is,
please.
I don't want to debate this Sophie. I just want to give response. In several cases, when we have decided to be educator or such as teacher and so on, but because we are still young, we haven't had a family and so on, and we have in 30s, we are complicated because of the daily need. And then how to change, how to switch the the career. Yeah, I guess not only focusing on one subject, we try to have another how to say, another project and so on. What I did, what I'm doing right now, I don't focus on being a teacher and so on. I just have a limited knowledge. I just share to many people. Even I'm not a teacher, and I'm passionate about sharing and learning. Yeah, what I have, I just share. The thing that I don't how to say, I focused on getting the money or earning the money, not because of sharing. I have another subject such as business and so on. It means that I work because I have a business. I don't put, or how to say, I don't share with someone intentionally. It means that when I share something sincerely, without, how to say, mixing between sharing while getting the money, it's not, it doesn't balance at all. What Miss Sophie said, because as far as you know that I ever debated with someone who has a potential as a teacher, how to be sincere when you are teaching, but you are still thinking, you still think how to earn the money. Both of them must be balanced. I say like that. And someone who can do innovation when their daily need has been fulfilled, has fulfilled. It's a little complicated. It how to say, it's contrast, as a matter of fact, as a teacher. Yeah, when I talk to the formal teacher, they will think about it, because yeah, we know the salary of the teacher, it's really cheap. However, when we try to list their daily need and so on, yeah, it doesn't it is not enough at all. Furthermore, how to, because we are still young or so on, we try to create active income. I agree with what Miss Sophie said. We try to create active income while preparing passive income when we have in 30s, 40s, and 50s, because we don't have enough energy to do a lot activities. So we have prepared when we are 20s, active, I would say, active income and passive income. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Hu. Passive income and active income will be one of, well, money, we need money, right? We need money, I know it. But well, let's just go to another question, because I think that money is one of another topic that will be continued by other speakers. So the next question related to career is, start your job right away, even though you're clueless, or waiting for your dream job only. Okay, I think if this is interesting, anyone want to share their thought about this? Waiting for something, or just go for it? Okay, Miss Audrey, want to share something with us? I agree anyway in chat box. Well, we need money, babe. Okay, but somehow money is not just coming like that. So we have to pursue for that. Okay, realistic. Yeah, that's the key word. Okay, Miss Audrey, do you want to share? Okay, how about Miss Ria? Miss Ria? Okay, Miss Ria. Okay, next, Mr. Safrizan.
Okay. I'm sorry for just not gonna reply to you because there's something to do. Hello? Hello?
Yes,
You can hear me?
clear. Yeah, clear, sir.
Okay. Start your job right away. When do you clear about it or wait for your dream jobs? I don't know too. Maybe just based on what Iku explained just now is we have to keep the links between your jobs and your with your money, right? So from the base, sorry, so you can hear me.
You may go on.
Okay. Yeah. On this, sorry. Okay.
Okay, I'm so
This
sorry. Mr. Safrizan, yeah, please continue.
That's okay. Okay. Yeah, like what Mr. Ku explained just now, we have to keep the links between our money and our jobs. So it's not talking about this. For me, yes, for me, is I not talk about the dreams jobs anymore because my age is right now is not talking. What is my dreams job? So what is my big dreams for from a few years ago? So I think it's not related to for today. So just to be realistic, right? So you can be what as a value people what want to be, but you have to keep thinking that you need money to for life, right? So so that's why yes, it's based on me. I finished my master degree in the 2017. And then until right now, I see the condition is a very hard to find a job right now. So there's a lot of competitors. Yeah. So that's why like Mr. Safi explained just now, like banting picture to the other place. So just yeah, I make electronic shops and selling like electronic, and it's a more real life for me, and that makes me like burn my dreams jobs anymore. So I think to be entrepreneur is okay. Even yeah, I still have yes, I still have my dreams job. So beside that, I try to be a lecturer too. Yes, until right now I can teach in the universities too, and yeah, like one way to find a values and to find the money too. Just keep a balance. Just keep a balance. So nowadays, maybe to be a competitor is hard, but to make some jobs is not too hard if you dare to do that. For me, just about that. It's not even have to you work. It's have to be big jobs. No, you can start it by the little jobs or just to be there and brave to start it. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your point of view. I'm so sorry I was freezing it out of the Zoom and I'm not here. Okay, Miss Wahda, want to share your point of view with us,
Okay.
please?
Yes, so if I'm allowed to create my own opinion, I will not choose both of the statement because the first one, we need to start the job right away, even we are clueless. And the second one, we have to wait for my dream job. So as I've mentioned before, my dream job actually is becoming a lecturer, right? So if I have to wait for my dream job, I don't know when I will start to work, right? So so for me, if Okay, I will not go put Miss Sophie. So if I have to choose one of these, I will pick the first. We have to be realistic, right? So so yeah, I will start my job right away, even I'm a little bit clueless with my job. But I have ever heard what is it called? A statement, a slogan? I'm sure that all of you must have ever heard walk the talk, right? So we can start to learn about my job. For example, for me, I am being a researcher for now, and I have ever become an intern in a company. So I just took those opportunities in order to add the experience in my CV, which I think may help me to achieve my dream job in next time. So I think the first option is not that bad for me.
Thank
That's
you, Miss
for me.
Wahida.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Wahida. Anyway, being a lecturer, right? Being a lecturer, that's why you start to be a researcher and also have an internship. That's a good movement anyway. Okay. Next, I don't know, Miss Yanuar, Mr. Yanuar.
I'm
Oh.
Mr. Yanuar Sapri.
Oh yeah.
Okay, thank you,
Please.
Miss Nadia, for choose me to answer this. But before that, I would to say everyone in here has given their best perspective for this question. Now maybe I will give my own perspective about this, which is start a job right away or waiting for your dream job. Maybe for me as a fresh graduate from a university right now, I think I just to follow many seminar or maybe as we know today there is a lot more about webinar. Maybe for now I will enrich my CV or curriculum vitae before I start my job. For the exact answer, maybe I will waiting for the job that fit on me. As you know, we had learned in a university based on our major that in the future will be work based on our major. Even more in the field, there's a lot more people who work based not on their major that they have learned. From my perspective in this question, maybe I will follow many seminar or maybe I will attend some of the internship to enrich my CV, and then I will be waiting for my dream job for the future. That's my perspective. Thank you, Ms. Nadia.
There are a lot of people who want to go put, yeah, but to live our life, we have to choose, right? To choose to do something or not at all. Okay, Miss Mardia, your turn.
Thank you. First of all, I will not choose between this term like start your job right away, even though you're clueless, or
okay,
waiting for your dream job on it. Because I don't like the sentence. I mean, start your job right away, even you're clueless about the job. I mean, when we apply for the job, we must like read the job description or something. So if you're clueless about your job, I think it would be hard because you don't know what to do, and then waiting for your dream job only. I mean, when I read the question, it's like you're doing nothing. I mean, you're just waiting. I mean, if you really want to do your dream job, I mean, you have to fight for it. So you have to find your way to get your dream job, and then yeah, that's why like yeah, the education, if your job is required for higher education, you have to I mean, you have to fight for the higher education. You have to get a higher education. So I will not choose like between start your job right away or waiting for your dream job, because it doesn't make any sense for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Nardia. Another point of view, fight for it or live it. You feel it. It is clueless. Okay, Mr. Febri, want to share before I continue to another question, please, Mr.
Yeah.
Febri?
Okay. There's no gray if you have only like white on and black, I guess. So if I have to choose both of them, I guess that I will go with the first one. I start my job right away, even even do the clueless. I feel that I do believe that when we once start working, it means that we will learn a lot of things. I mean, yes, you know your dream job. You want to be someone, or maybe lecturer, engineer, or doctor. But the other things that we need to pay more attention is when you are working, then we will, what do we call, working with others. Means that if you start your job right away, you can like learn something like what do you call, team working, and then how to communicate with the people with different characters. That's working culture is really different with the, what do we call, school, or maybe in the college. So it's totally different when you are when you want to do something that there's, I don't know, I feel that in the working culture there is a like political things, then sometimes that uh, we need to be aware of that of it. So that's the reason I guess that in the maybe first year or even the second year, it's time for us to learn how to work well, and also how to know the environment of working, something like that. Yeah, while waiting for your dream jobs, I do believe that while waiting for your dream jobs, you can learn a lot of things, and also you still catch up with the things that you need for your dream jobs, and it will support you as well when you finally get your dream job, and then you have uh, many abilities, like you have leadership, or you can solve the problems, you have that ability. That's really good. Thank you.
Thank you. Good highlight from Mr. Fabri. Professional world is totally different with school and education. That's why we have to try. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Okay, this is another dilemma. Your job should be linear with your major, yes or no? People, please give me any assumption or a potential opinion about this. Who? Should it be linear? Why not? Why should it be?
No. Exactly,
Okay.
no.
Please, Mr. Safrizan.
I am the
Why?
first one to say disagree. Why? Because I don't get my dream job anymore. But it's okay. Why my job should be not leader with my major? Yeah, because more major is our brains is will stick to like more real right now. So yes, I have a friend who have a job that linear with the major, and with his dreams job too, but he still how to say curhat in English, like share heart maybe. Yeah? so like it says that still feel regret with the job, still feel like uncomfortable with their job, even their job is related with the major. It's based on his history. But for me, because my experience is I cannot find my dreams job, so that's why I describe that my major is not have to be linear with my major. So that's my point. It's just based on me. But luckily, if the people who have a major that's linear with their job, so I think just to be lucky for them to have linear. So they don't have to learn more about their job. So the they don't have to think about the clueless anymore, right? So just going straight, just to be used to do in everything I do. So I said like this because for all the youngest maybe don't be sad if your job is not linear with your major or your dream is not come true. As your job, it's okay. You can create job. You still can create jobs. Okay, thank you. That's all.
We all know that what we want somehow not always good for us. So let's just overcome what happened in the future. Okay. Okay. Next, Miss Ria, please.
Thank you, Miss Nadia. As this is only my opinion, I suppose that depend on someone. I mean, everyone is different on our decision. For instance, me, I should be linear with my job because I want to be a lecturer. So that's why I take the major is the same. Like for instance, when I want to get master degree, so that's why I should get the linear major. But another things, for instance, my friends have the passion. Her major is about the medical health, and in that case, in her lives, maybe her passion it will be changed. So that's why she choose another jobs. So it's okay. I think this is about their about the decision. Is depend on decision. We cannot be, I mean, in this era, I cannot say that totally agree about someone should be linear with their major, especially about to get some jobs. Thank you, Miss Nadia.
Thank you, Miss Ria, for your point of view. Okay, last, Mr. Abi, want to share?
Yeah,
Your
hello,
opinion
good evening for all. Yeah, I'm sorry I just joined and I late to join in these meetings. Yeah, I agree with 20s is our startup to divine our dream, because when I was 20s, I start to make a plan when I want to get a job, what the job, and the time for I get married. And also this is the important things to include it in the life plan. Yeah, life plan. So, and the second is I tell you about dream, about my dream. Actually, personally, I have a stagnant dream because in my consciousness, dream word always changes, and day by day or years to years, worlds will be changed. And I don't wanna my movement was stagnant with my dream, because I have the different dream when I was got some like some lesson or some experience in my work. And I was graduated from the major of Islamic economical banking. So, and I work in technical or engineering and telecommunication engineering. And so from there, I was go to I go to many islands and many province in Indonesia, and I've seen the many culture, many people who has different with behavior and personality. So I got some new dream, because in my perception, the previous dream is I think the new dream is better for me, and I try to achieve to get my dream come true. So, and the third is your job should be linear with your major. I don't think so, because we don't know about world changes. We need to adapt every time with world changes. So I think like our knowledge or my knowledge also should be improved day by day and years to years. No matter what about knowledge, seems like I was graduated from economical, but I trying to learn about human being, and yeah, as improving the knowledge, you will find some the better dream. Yeah, I think so. In my perception, the major is important, but the most important is how to adapt to the world changes. Yeah, that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Abi. Okay. Well, thank you for your point of view. I think I still have one last question. Well, I will just skip it because we will discuss about it in the next slides. So we were talking a lot about career in education. Let's say that's option. But at the end, after we have decided whether go for education or go for career, the end of the story, or the biggest goal is for career objectives. So lots of you have already mentioned a lot about problem statement, or what you really want to go for. So I think that most of us think that options here, whether we choose education or career, is the most important thing. But somehow the real or the fact is we need to know what is our career objectives first. If we know what is our career objectives, then we know when do we have to get the career or start the education. So instead for go for left to right, the most important thing is right to left. So understanding what our career objectives, and then find our problem statement, and then choose whether we want to continue education or career. And before you decide, I just want to remind that different problem statement will have different options. So all of you, well, some of you already mentioned about it. So different problem statement, as I told you, there are a lot of people that want a job just right after graduate. So they want job, they want money, they want experience, then they go for it. But some of us still want to utilize some strength in certain field. It can be linear, it can be out of their major. And there is also another problem statement that want to build path for high income growth, which can be which can be find in another way. So if we want to just find a job and get the money because of financial or because we want to get a experience, we might enter a market because we have no option, right? But then because we want to utilize our strength in certain field, then we can go for career too, even though it's different with our education, but still we have the opportunity to learn by ourselves. And also, if we want to build a path for high income growth, then we can increase the probability of getting accepted on dream company or dream project, especially for our future goals, by taking a master or higher degree. So the first statement is actually problem statement, and the last is option. So option that we can go through can be different based on our problem statement, based on our career objectives. Okay, the next is, as I told, so this is the last question about career. Do you think that hard competencies versus soft competencies is important in career? Which one do you think more valuable to fighting for, hard competencies or soft competencies? Does anyone here want to share? Which one do you think the most important and more valuable, more important and more valuable, hard competencies or soft competencies? Okay, I want to ask, I don't know, Mr. GNR or Miss GNR here. Can I hear your voice?
Hello.
Okay.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, actually, I want to share in previous question, but it's okay because I cannot speak too much tonight. But it's a very interesting topic, you know. So maybe I just go through the question that you wanna me answer. Employee, what is the question?
Okay, as a employee for your future career, for your future career objectives, which one do you think the most important thing, hard competencies or soft competencies?
Okay, in the way I see it is, if you are fresh graduate, it really matter about hard competence that you want to apply, that we discussed previously about was our passion, our dream job. So it's really matter about your hard competence in Indonesia especially. But when you already become a maybe employee or maybe the member of that job, and it's really matter to develop your soft competence, or I can say a soft skill. Soft skills like how to build link, how to speak English fluency, and then maybe like you can become host or maybe MC in your even in your every your office. I mean, or even your office help. So you become, how to say it, ujung tombak at your office. So it's about soft competence. But if you still a fresh graduate, it's really matter hard competence. But sometimes because we live in Indonesia, hard competence still really matter. Like we discussed before, it's really matter to take a master degree or not, or just I mean directly continue study to master, or we just try to go to find a job first, something like that. So yeah, in Indonesia, especially if you want to be a lecturer, yeah, hard competence is really matter. And what is your maybe your how to say it, graduated from, maybe you are graduated from foreign university, or maybe your local university, is really matter. So basically it's depend on, but because I am employee now, so I answered the soft skill is more important, soft competence for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. GNR. Okay. Mr. Abi, do you still want to share something with us? Because you
Yeah,
are
thank
still
you.
raising.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. I'm sorry. I actually, personally, I have the own reason about this two kind of, yeah, hard competency and soft competency is almost equivalent in the work or in a job, but soft competency, it's harder than hard competency. So soft competency is have a connection with the personality. The soft competency is, for example, small example, you can start work earlier, or you can start work on time, and you can attend the meeting with on time or with a GP. And then you can talk fluently in English. That is included on soft competencies. So the hard competency is, for example, you can operate the machine, or you can move some good from the to other side, like that. So I think almost equivalent, but I agree with Mr. GNR. Soft competency is the most important, because soft competency is have the connection with the personality of the peoples. So will be harder to build soft competency than hard competency. Yeah, just it for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Abi. Mr. GNR, want to respond?
Yeah, I want to add something. So yeah, maybe what is Mr. Abi said is about related with. If I can conclude that soft competence relate to with maybe IQ, emotional question, right? And hard competence is more related with IQ, intelligent question. So if you want to survive, is my opinion and based on my experience, if you have already passed that, you have already get your dream job, so how to make you survive at that position, or maybe how you could, or maybe boost your career, that you, yeah, this is naturally that we have what is a higher position, right? You have already tech, and then I have another objective. I want to be maybe a supervisor and then manager and etc. So as far as I know, based on my experience, it's really matter about soft competence, because it's really relate with emotional question. Because it's very, I have so many friends that maybe when I'm in university, when I'm in senior high school, they have a good score in every subject, but I don't know, then they just quit the job, they just be stuck. We build a connection. It's about our emotional question, and like we are, maybe we can make a habit that we don't, I mean, what is that? We always come on time, or maybe in time, and maybe we always conduct the discussion like on schedule, something like that. We can build our what's pencitraan, how to say that?
Yeah.
Personal branding, right? Personal branding is like become our soft skill, and it's really connected with emotional question, AQ. So yeah, I totally agree with Mr. Abi opinion.
Yeah, I have some sentence. I have one sentence is that important. The soft competency is the soft competency will be useful for all profession. For all profession, here's the important things we need to know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the hard competency is not for all profession. It's that for particular profession. Yeah, I think that's important for our thing. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you, Mr.
okay.
Mr. Abi. Thank you also, Mr. Jenner. We have limited time. Sorry to cut, and I will continue this presentation. So that was true. What you already mentioned about hard competencies require proof of education. That's why you need, as a bachelor degree, that's really important for us to have hard competencies. But somehow, experience, personality, networking, hard soft competencies are also important to boost our career, to at least stay in our position. Okay, so and also the principle of getting a higher education or for career is employee will consider and compensate the candidate by their ability to showcase the competencies. So it's not only about our proof of education only, but also our competencies, hard competencies and soft competencies. And yeah, so here is the career stage: mastery, specialization, exploration. Let's say as a fresh graduate, we are in exploration time. We explore during our bachelor degree for achievement, for projects, volunteerism. That's part of exploration. Even though after we graduated and getting our first job, still in our exploration. Specializations comes for higher education. Whenever we or people around us getting for master degree, we know that he or she is going into something specialized, right? Am I right or am I right? So I think I have another question here. For this, yeah, after this, here's the question. Exploration stage just can be started after graduation. Please, everyone, wanna share with me, agree or disagree? Okay, Mr. JNR, go for it.
Okay, may I, or maybe you wanna maybe give another chance to others?
Okay, probably I'll give chance for Miss Farah. Can I hear your voice? Miss Farah, are you here with us? Okay. How about, well, just go for it, Mr. GNR. It's okay.
Okay, the answer for me is totally disagree. Totally disagree. So it's about the learning. I believe that, yeah, some of us maybe we have a passion, and then maybe we are in the deputy that we are not patient at there, maybe in HRD, or maybe in IT. We don't know. Like the previous question, that how about if our education not relates, not in line with our job. So exploration is really matter. If you are in the new, you are the newbie at the things at that area. So we need exploration. And the other problem, as the time goes by, as we get older, some of my friends is like, udah nggak mau belajar lagi, something like that. So they don't want explore. They don't want learn again with the new thing. So basically, the question is, after graduation, absolutely not, because exploration could be done in every state of life. So it's depend on how you motivate yourself. You still wanna be a learner, or you just wanna stop and quiet, and you just feel satisfied in your knowledge, or maybe you're just in comfort zone, and then okay, I just fine in this position, as long as but mostly is in the feeling is effect in every woman, especially when they have a children, right? Have a family. But it's okay because it's become natural is quadrat, something like that. So the answer is absolutely I'm not agreeing with this statement because exploration could be for every people in every stage of life. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, we have limited time here, but I know your opinion are worth to share. So please, Mr. Abi, make it short, please, and also Mr. Febri.
Why you
Yeah.
can Mr. Abi? Can you give your
Oh,
Mr. Abi,
oh, yeah,
just make it short,
yeah,
please. I still want to hear the opinion, but
yeah.
maybe
please
Mr.
make
Hu,
it
Mr.
short.
Hu. I believe Mr. Hu have some amazing opinion about this.
Mr. Chris,
This important, this interesting question. Yeah. I'm sorry. I want to talk in a short time because I'm a psychologist scientist. So I need to tell you about the two brain or two thinking about the two way. Yeah, actually, I'm both. So I don't disagree. Don't agree because the one person think about the starting before graduation is important, right? But someone thinking about the concentration with the education is the most important. So I agree also with a lot of parents. A lot of parents give the children to get the bachelor without starting work, without a side job to make money to pay the school. And yeah, I agree because so many people got success with the full concentration with their education. And then also so many people got succeed without education. So these are two different things, the different important things, and I cannot choose agree or disagree for this. Yeah, thank you.
okay. Thank you, Mr. Abi. Okay, I will just continue it. We really have the limited time, okay? 2 minutes before 10 p.m. Okay, do I still have something? Okay, exploration stage, as you already mentioned, is not just begin after graduate. We still have um, a lot of opportunities to start during our bachelor degree to have internship, part-time job, achievement and project also can be fulfill our CV, and also volunteerism is also part of project that we can share in our CV and it can strengthen our CV. So sorry for this. Okay, so I just want to remind that somehow when we pursue our degree, we might think that we need the degree. Oh, when we want to pursue our career, we might think that we need degree, but dig deeper, what's something that we need, if it is degree or mentor, because the takeaways will be different. Degree will give us the improvement, but mentor will give us skillful. So actually, this is going to be a question, but I just want to make it short and explain it to you. And for summary this evening, well, from our long discussion, I can say that we can go for higher degree if it is our requirement. If it is the requirement to get our dream job, if it is the requirement to get the goal in the future, and also we can go for higher degree if it is not in line. So we don't have majority of skill set. So we need the degree instead of clueless in career. And then we can also start the career as soon as possible if we have match skill set, match background, and we just need experience. So we have no other reasons to postpone our career. So everything is in line, everything is on the right path, and we have to go for it. So start the career as soon as possible. And the last is why we need to start the career as soon as possible, because we are confident enough to learn autonomously. So even though our background is not so in line, but we can learn through it. So start the career can be one of the potential option for us. Okay, it's very nice to have you everyone tonight. And to close this, oh, before that, does anyone want to add as our summary, the symphony? One person will be very helpful. Does anyone want to share or want to add one information? Or, okay, Mr. G again, okay.
Megan, sorry for too much talking in end of session.
Yeah, it's
Because
okay. It's okay.
in first meeting, I just heard amazing opinion about all of you guys. So basically, I just wanna share, not share, maybe a restatement, because this is so interesting topic that yeah. I mean, I don't wanna demotivation that you maybe in 20s or maybe you still pursuing your dream job, but I wanna give my experience or maybe my experience, maybe based on my experience. When I am at that time, I have like all of us, we have a dream job that I wanna be engineer in oil and gas, something like that at that time. And then I don't have that dream, but I realized that you also mentioned before that what we want is not also, I mean, not always be good for us. So I believe God always give whatever that we need, not whatever what we want. So after that, that phenomenon, I like just recheck myself and like few my friends stories, because I have some friends that relate with my stories. So this point is why I have a neighborhood now where we can say he is the dream. He is the most maybe for fresh grade. I mean, I believe every fresh grade want to be like him, because he just have $1 for the salary and just work from home at this pandemic, and then and then he also have a master degree from that company. I mean, scholarship from that company. And then I have like a small talk with him, and like he said, I want to resign. And then I feel surprised about that time. How come you want to resign? Why? And then he said like I feel very tired. I feel not frustrated, I feel tired, kind of tired, and then because always like work and work. And then I said, you are fully work from home, right? And then but I always have meeting. And then like in holiday, Saturday or Sunday, he's still sometimes he's still a meeting, and because he's like a supervisor or manager, something like that, that he really watch or monitor the project. And then I said, okay, I wanna. He said that he wanna become entrepreneur, become a businessman. And he said, maybe if he become a entrepreneur, he can much lot of time, and of course lots of money. But and I said, okay, I call him Mas, Mas. Maybe you can reconsider again about your decision, because your position is really what is the dream of the most of young people in Indonesia. And when I at that moment, maybe I want to be like you. And this is a proof that work to our patient is really matter, not about money. But yeah, I believe we need money. Money is everything. But sometimes we must relate how this is about how we enjoy the process, how we enjoy our job. So sometimes if we have a dream job, so just thanks God, maybe your job is become your patient. I mean, same with your patient. But if you not in still don't reach your dream job, it don't make that reason that things become your pembenaran. What is how to say in English? Argument, like argument, yeah. To become you are not. This is not my patient, so I just become just normally ordinary guy, ordinary people, and yeah, because I'm not patient in at this deputy. So the one I want to share is about we just take gratitude ya, bersyukur whatever we how to say that, whatever we position. So just maximal your potential and that deputy. So I do believe we can get more better than we can expect. So just yeah, I just want to share about that was the experience. So if I want to replace or maybe say it in bahasa, especially in Javanese proverbs, maybe Mr. Hu know it's about it. Wang sinawang, rumput tetangga selalu lebih hijau. So, so it's really matter. Wang sinawang. Jadi ya, rumput tetangga selalu lebih hijau. Yeah, I want to say that. Thank you.
Well, thank you for this story. I think that is the perfect way to close this. And well, at the end of the session, the end of failure is not trying. So whether you choose career or education, just try. And that was right, that Allah will give what potential for us, not what we want, but best for us. So that's all from me. Thank you. I'm Nadia Kardenia. I'm signing out. I hope this can give you a lot of, meaningful and insight. Okay, back to the host.
Wow, it's such a fascinating discussion to be chaired by Miss Nadia. Okay, wait. I'm going to share screen. I found it several, how to say, corrections. Yeah, we do corrections together in order to be better for our speaking. I'm going to be careful. Yeah, tadi ada yang bilang mempertimbangkan apa ya? Can be consider, can be think over, and then tadi ada yang bilang mascot. Nah, mas itu adalah anggota dari modal auxiliary. Jadi setelahnya modal auxiliary itu nggak boleh ketemu mas speaks. Nah, itu nggak boleh, atau mas to, itu nggak boleh. Jadi langsung verb one atau verb infinitive. Jadi mas speak or mas get or ya. Yang penting setelah modal auxiliary langsung ketemu verb 1, nggak boleh verb 2. Kalau bentuknya lampau gimana? What about the condition is past? Ya, yang dirubah lampau adalah yang dekat dengan subjek. It can be I had to speak, I had to get, kayak gitu. Jadi nggak boleh mascot, nggak boleh, dilarang keras. And then time I found it how to say bersaing, compete, and mengolah, cultivate. And when we use say degree of certainty, many, it should be followed by plural. Jadi many itu ketemu dengan noun plural atau benda yang bisa dihitung. It should be many companies, not many company. Kalau bendanya nggak bisa dihitung, berarti menggunakan much. Atau ketemu dengan non plural, sorry. Yeah, non plural. And lecture, we have to differentiate between lecture and lecturer. Lecture, the meaning is kuliah. Lecturer is pemberi kuliah or dosen. Say dosen. Some competencies, yeah, not is have. Jadi namanya double. Sesuatu yang double itu nggak baik ya. Some competencies have. Karena some competencies itu adalah plural atau subject plural. It should be followed by have karena jamak. Not is have ya, karena have itu verb, is itu juga bisa jadi verb atau namanya linking verb. Itu imaging, pencitraan, can be flexing. Kalau berlebihan, kalau too much pencitraannya berarti flexing. I guess it's different. Ya, compensate. Last time I found it from Miss Nadia's screen. Compensate ya artinya adalah mengganti rugi atau menyeimbangkan. Bisa. Nah, di sini ada he itu adalah anggota dari singular ya, singular subject. It should be followed by verb s or es in the present. He has, not he have. And then every and each it must be followed by singular as well. Every person, not every people. And then pembenaran is justification. Okay, that's all about the corrections. Yeah, because we are learning. The point is we are learning in order to be better for the next discussion. But before we stop, before we end the discussion, I let you to, how to say, open up your good-looking face to do documentation. Mr. Febri, Miss Sophie, Miss Maradia, Miss Wajda, Miss Farah. Pentolan, what is pentolan? Mr. RP, Miss Mardia, we are going to take a picture together. It's okay. Miss Mardia, Miss Farah, Miss Sophie, Miss Wajda, would you mind opening your stunning good-looking face?
Wow.
Even you are not, how to say, using skincare, it doesn't matter because you gotta go to bed. Okay, now I'm going to count it. Yeah, for the first style, I teach you. 1, 2, 3. Come on, 1, 2, 3, go. All right. Again, change your style. I will capture. Again, with a different style. Can be opa-opa, can be this one. It's okay, free. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, once more. Once more. Oh, say that. Behind me, there's something. It's okay. Okay, once more. Change style. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, thank you very much. Yeah, before we end the discussion, we have here as Otak community. When I say Otak community, you can answer yesterday, you say tomorrow. Otak community.
By the way, Mr. Ku, where is Mr. Sunshine?
Yesterday you say tomorrow.
Yesterday we said
tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Next week with a different topic and different moderator. Thank you very much. See you again.
Thank you, Mr.